yeah, I understand that there are quite a few people that could use some improvement, but that doesn't really have anything to do with me, does it? I mean,
Well, I appreciate you sharing that. It's not necessarily about you, but the team. Um, and I understand that perspective. For this situation, though, I do want to talk about you specifically
okay.
because my observations have found that you haven't been at some of our team meetings, which we identify are really key for aligning our team on a weekly basis. And
Michael, here's the thing. So I come to these team meetings and it's like, people talking about what they did for happy hour. They're talking about, their plans over the weekend. I got kids. I don't have time to sit around. I mean, that's nice. While I greatly care about, you know, your exploits last night with all of your other coworkers. Um, I don't have time for it. I'm here to make money. I've got kids at home. I'm not here to socialize. I don't want to be rude or anything, but I guess maybe I do a little bit because I just feel like so much time's wasted. I don't see how it benefits me to come to these things at all, really.
well,
I mean, there's no agenda. We come in there and it feels like it's kind of like a rah-rah session, but it's like I don't need anyone blowing smoke. I don't need cookies. I don't need donuts. I don't need any of that. It's the financial aspect of it. And that's motivation enough for me. I don't need the social part of it. I've got friends, I've got family, and I don't have time for any of the rest of it,
well,
to be
well,
honest.
no, first, I appreciate your honesty. And that's one of the things I respect about you is you're willing to share your opinion and we do respect your opinion. We also recognize you have a family life and you have friends outside of work, and we want that balance between personal and professional life. And understand everybody has different situations. Like some of our coworkers, I would admit, right, there are some topics that maybe not everybody's as interested in, but we accept them for who they are, right? And we all bring different elements to the team, and the good news
Yeah.
is we don't have to get caught up in everything that's talked about, but one
Yeah.
of the key things at our team meetings is you are spot on, is really trying to focus on our agenda.
Yeah.
And that is an area that I'll admit as our leader, as the
Yeah, I just
leader.
don't feel like there is an agenda most of the time. I feel
Yes.
like the agenda is everybody catching up socially, and that's fine. And like I said, I don't judge. I don't want you to think I judge anybody for the, I mean, I've had my days too, but I just there's a time and a place, and on the clock for me is not that time.
Yeah, no, I understand that perspective of making sure that we really focus on the business in those meetings and try to get away a little more from the social part. I understand there's a balance, and that's something I'm working on. And I will tell you, as the person who's in charge of those meetings, I admit that we can do a better job. I can do a better job with making a more, I'll say, uh, robust agenda. That's something we
Mhm.
can follow. That's predictable. And
I would
I would.
appreciate that. I would appreciate that because, I don't mind doing things that are going to improve sales or that are going to improve the working situation. But I just want to get to the point, get it taken care of, and get out, you know?
Yeah. No, that's understandable. I know you, right? I know how well you do your job, and you're rather to the point. You're
I
succinct, and you
appreciate
know
that.
what you're doing. So
Thank you.
keep on being you. That's what we want. What I see is an opportunity to tap into that in
Hmm.
our meetings. And I know that you sometimes don't appreciate the way the meetings are run with the agenda and some of the chatter, the side chatter.
Yeah.
And here's where I think you can help us.
Okay.
I really believe you could influence our team because you're the number one salesperson. Quite honestly, uh, people can learn from you, and I think they can learn from you in these meetings.
Mm.
And what I wanted to offer to you is, what are your thoughts about how do we make this meeting more effective?